fucking July, man.
Hello, Adam Ryan Donato.
Hello, welcome to another hard review, and I am doing this review in the month of August, actually, but this movie was released in the last weekend of July, and of course, it's The Haunted Mansion. I think this one's just Haunted Mansion. Who cares? Doesn't matter. They clearly didn't care when they made this, and you know why they're releasing this in July, at the end of July? Because it's gonna bomb. Because it's in the wake of Barbie and Oppenheimer, and even in the wake of Mission Impossible. And guess what? If you're trying to get the young boys that wouldn't be old enough for Oppenheimer, Mission Impossible, don't care about Barbie, guess what? They're gonna go watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or The Meg. This is such an ill-conceived movie, if you ask me. Like, this is straight to Disney Plus type of movie content right here. And that's the point. They got a lot of crap because they're releasing a lot of these movies out there on Disney Plus. They threw out a couple darts. We got this ensemble cast, and a lot of these people said yes. And you know, if I think we released this in theaters, it wouldn't do too bad. You know, we'll throw minimal marketing out there at it, let it have a nice little theatrical run, and then guess what? We'll have a premiere on Disney Plus starting in October, right around when its release is done, because it's going to be out for like, what, August, maybe September, and then bam, this is right out just in time for the Halloween season. Hey guys, want to subscribe? Want to get in the spooky mood of things? Come watch the new Haunted Mansion movie exclusively on Disney Plus. I'm a huge fan of the ride. I grew up an hour away from Disney World, and I've had annual passes at many points in my life. I have one right now currently. Haunted Mansion is certainly one of my favorite rides at Magic Kingdom. It's up there with Pirates of the Caribbean. Not really ironic at all that there would be a Pirates of the Caribbean movie out in theaters about a month ago, huh? Yeah, they did the Disney 100 thing, and I think it's really telling that they were like, oh, for the first one, let's, the only live action movie out of this list, let's do, Pirates first. Yeah, because we had the Haunted Mansion movie come out. Hey guys, you know, we're good at this. We're good at making these, like, live action adaptations of rides. Like, hey, you want to come see this new Haunted Mansion movie? I see how the machine works, and it's just so frustrating, because this really is a fine movie. I just really didn't vibe with it whatsoever. I saw it in 4DX, which is funny because I was like, hey, it made it feel like a ride. That's the thing. 4DX is such a like jostling experience. I saw Jurassic World Dominion there. That's the only other movie I've done in 4DX except the Meg now, which those other two are very perfect for 4DX. You're, blah, dinosaurs, blah, the water from the shark, the Meg, whatever. Haunted Mansion's not really supposed to be like that. When you're in the ride, it's like, it's eerie, it's creepy. It's not like horrific. It's just like, you know, cool, creepy stuff, and you're going like really smoothly and serenely down this little like nice little chill ride, you know? Meanwhile, I'm being like jostled the entire movie every time that anything happens, and it's just not really something that I really needed. There are some nods to the ride that the original Eddie Murphy movie did not feature. By the way, I didn't really grow up with the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion. I was very aware of it, but I didn't really watch it for the first time until after college, so this is a movie that's very fresh in my mind, but still I have no memory of anything about it. Besides, I think it's cute that a real estate agent who's like so obnoxiously desperate to sell this house, oh, you have to sell a haunted mansion. That's kind of funny that he's like hell-bent on it. It's kind of an insurmountable task. Here we have a ghost tours guy who's sad about the death of his wife. He does the ghost tours that she used to do, but he used to be a scientist, and he gets recruited by Owen Wilson, who's like a priest, to go help this woman who just moved into a haunted mansion with her son. Then we meet up with Danny DeVito, who's like a teacher. We also meet up with Tiffany Haddish, who's like a psychic. Jamie Lee Curtis is in it as Madame Leota for like a little bit. Jared Leto plays the Hatbox Ghost. Yeah, guess what? You really didn't need to have Jared Leto play that role. It's literally just like, hey, we had a bunch of big names. Hey, maybe a few of these will convince people to go out and see this movie. Funny that the writers' strike and the actors' strike happened right before the premiere of this movie. So instead of having the actors walk the red carpet, you had cast members dressed up as Disney characters go down the red carpet. Really slimy stuff, guys. I feel like this movie does make an attempt to be like a real movie. Like, it tries to have like an emotional core, emotional beats throughout, and none of them really worked for me except for the stuff with Keith Stanfield, him missing his wife. That was all well and good. All the stuff with the Rosario Dawson's son, didn't need any of that. I wish this was kind of like, I mean, it's a darker movie, right? Why are we trying to make this so family friendly? I mean, I get it, it's a Disney movie. You want to make it very family friendly. This is like a scary type thing. The more helicopter parents that don't expose their children to like scary stuff will not take them to this movie anyways. So why not make it catered to maybe like the 10 to 13-year-olds instead of making it for like the 5-year-olds. I'm being a little harsh on it, but none of this really worked for me. It just seemed really disingenuous. It was overly long. It's like almost 2 hours. I think it's over 2 hours, and it's like, why? I did really appreciate the Louisiana setting and the music. I felt like I was in a time and a place. There's some comedic moments throughout, some good actual like scares in there, but like nothing really to save this movie from utter mediocrity. It just feels like no one really wanted to make this movie. No one really had a good idea for anything. They were just like, hey, we just need to make more content. You know, it's been like almost 20 years since we did that last Haunted Mansion movie. Let's try it again. And you know, sure, maybe that's enough time. Maybe if I rewatch both of these in the future, I'd pick this one over that one. I'm sure most people would, I guess. I don't know. They really like that old one. None of these are very good, and I'm a big horror guy. It's like cheesy, like not the witches, but the other one, the annoying one, Hocus Pocus. People like that. If you like that, you like this. And I know I'm saying that with such disdain, and there are people out there who really do love that kind of stuff. It's such a negative review. I am going to give this a 3 out of 5, the same score I gave The Little Mermaid, because at the end of the day, like, this is better than The Little Mermaid. I mean, The Little Mermaid has much higher highs, but this is like more consistently good than The Little Mermaid is, and has nothing near as offensive as the Little Mermaid movie does. But it just shows my dedication and love to cinema that I give garbage like this in The Little Mermaid 3 stars, like, hey, you know what? I enjoyed picking it apart, because at the end of the day, that's really how I feel about it. Like, I'm interested enough in the ride, pieces that went into making this movie happen, the situation that it's about. It's like a big movie, so I think it's really interesting to see why and what. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what is your favorite Disney live-action ride movie besides the first Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl, because that's the correct answer. Probably another Pirates movie, but I don't know. You could pick Jungle Cruise. I wouldn't. Or Tomorrowland. I wouldn't. Or I don't know, what's exclusively about the rides? Escape from Tomorrow?